I'm going to critique this penthouse, so when you decide to buy a penthouse, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad. I'm the How to Buy Mansion guy. I've critiqued over 1,000 properties. I consult internationally. Link is in the description. Let's watch this one together. Did you guys know there's a Japanese-inspired unit in the same building? I have a whole video on it, and I go over a lot of the problems of the 432 Park Avenue. I'm not going to talk about that in this video. I will set up the link at the end so you can watch that one.
Welcome to the Penthouse at 432 Park Avenue.
Okay, one of my favorite things about 432 Park Avenue are these 10-foot by 10-foot square shape picture frame windows. They literally frame the view like a painting. I love that.
A true one of one. A world marvel.
A world marvel. Like, I wasn't going to talk about the flaws in this video, but allegedly the residents via the board of the building are suing the developer for about 1,500 issues they have found in the building. So it's a huge mess. It's actually really hard to sell these units because of that lawsuit.
Out of 96 floors in the building, this is just under 8,300 square feet, 6 bedrooms plus a library.
Okay, did you guys hear that? I really like that. 8,255 square foot on one level. That's ideal. That's really, really good. In a penthouse, the demographic that really gravitate towards these properties are normally older people, especially at this price point. And to get 8,255 square foot on one level with no steps is ideal. You know, you can make that argument in single family home and say, like, you know, you get maybe better views from the second floor, but not at the top penthouse level, right? This is perfect.
In my entire career of selling luxury real estate, there has never been anything quite like this. And it is an honor to be here today. Welcome to the Penthouse at 432 Park Avenue.
Did you guys spot the flaw? I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. This stupid freaking partition wall. It's not structural, but they've butched the freaking layout. You see, European architects with tiny little space, they're so innovative, they're so thoughtful to make sure they don't, waste a square centimeter of the space. But in this situation, God literally Messi dribbled the whole freaking team, gave you a pass, open goal, and you missed it. You had this wow factor as soon as you walk in, and you decided to partition off center and dividing this huge room in such an awkward way that forces your formal living space to also be your family room. That's right. This property doesn't have a media family room. Your formal living space is your family room. You know why? Because they've decided to put 6 freaking bedrooms in this house. I don't care if you're Orthodox Jewish, Havana Gila in Shabbat Shalom, or your name is, Mohammed bin Khalas. You have to think about resale when you're designing a place. Then otherwise, don't ask for a ridiculous price, because this seller is asking $169 million and it hasn't sold. It's now you can buy it for $105 million, and they have not accommodated the next family who would want to live here. In this video, you're going to find out how you can make this space better so you could accommodate a typical buyer, the biggest buyer pool in freaking Manhattan to purchase this property. Because I can assure you, your target demographic is not people who don't know how to use condoms, right? They maximum would want 4 or 5 bedrooms, maybe 4 bedrooms and an office. Let's watch.
This home has been custom and expertly designed. And in this offering, everything will be included. This piano that is custom built just for this home, all of this furniture, and all of the art, which I can't wait to show you. I mean, I don't know how many times I could say this, but there is nothing like this. Raphael Vignoli designed 432 Park Avenue.
Raphael screwed up, okay? If you would have asked me to help you design the layout, I would have ideally said, you want the formal living space right immediately as soon as you walk into the property, so you get the wow factor right there. You can flank it by dining room and a guest bedroom on the other side, separated from the family rooms. And then next to the dining room, you can have the kitchen. And on the other side of the kitchen, you could have the family room, media room, whatever you want to call it. And then you could have maybe 4 bedrooms on that side, separated, partitioned from that 1 bedroom that connects to the dining room in that circular layout, right? And this is just completely butched.
So the layout is perfect.
The layout is one of the main reasons why this unit has not sold. This stupid freaking wall is such an awkward place to put that you've wasted so much square footage. You did not make it a cozy family room. You only have one living space. It's just not up to par. It's not up to par for, the person who wants to pay $169 million.
Now the kitchen might have some of my favorite views.
Oh my God, who designed this? Is like Jesus Christ remodeled this after heaven? Why didn't everything get white?
2 big picture windows looking directly north out over Manhattan and on Central Park. Finishes here are top of the line everything.
Really? Like white plain quartz is top of the line nowadays? This is average at best.
Espresso machine, wine cooler, your breakfast bar has 4 incredible seats looking out over these views.
Okay, I mean, having 4 seats looking out, that's so antisocial. Like, this is not a, internet cafe. We gotta tap each other. It's like, hey, can you pass the ketchup? Come on. Like, no one eats that way.
The kitchen is so large.
Oh my God. They've decided to put an office table there. This is such a missed opportunity. I mean, the obvious choice over here would be a breakfast nook. But not just in this unit. I've never seen a breakfast nook in this building to begin with. Like, an obvious choice here is a very cozy, really cool breakfast nook that really brings, the whole family together. I don't get it. Why would you not do this? This is the perfect opportunity.
And then this is your view. Right up Park Avenue, the texture of the Upper East Side. And right now we're catching the sun rise out over the east.
Okay, let's talk about the views, because I don't think this unit has the best views in the building. It's just way too high. To be able to see the view, the buildings, the park, you have to get close to the window. Especially from a seating position, you're going to be looking at the sky. That's not ideal. I think maybe 50th floor, 40th floor will have way better views where it's interactive. You can actually make out architectural elements. You can see stuff. You can see people moving. This is so out of touch. It feels like, you're flying an airplane and looking down, which to me, I don't rate it that well.
The primary residence, as I'll call it, because it is massive.
Did you notice how this room is designed by Louis Vuitton furniture and the other room was designed by Hermès furniture? Isn't that funny? Like, I critique this Pakistani mansion where every room had different themes, and it's hilarious to me that the same concept is being done at Billionaires Row top unit. Like, come on. Like, after Borat, Middle Easterns even stopped doing this.
My name is Borat.
Like, he just brand whoring each room. Like, okay, one blanket, but each bedroom is after like a freaking fashion designer. It's just so cheesy.
You have incredible northern views out over Central Park, and you also see right down Billionaires Row, where 432 Park truly is the pinnacle skyscraper.
It's not. It's really not. By far, hands down, the best building on Billionaires Row is 220 South Central Park, because it actually fits the name. You can walk out of unit, cross the street, and you will be in Central Park. This is actually 2 streets over. It's not even really on Park Avenue. You have this easement that you can get on the Park Avenue, but you're really not. You're 2 streets away from the park. This is perhaps the least desired location, I would say.
The primary suite has 2 dressing rooms and 2 beautiful bathrooms. Italian statuario marble, these humongous floating soaking tubs. We've got 22-inch cubic oval sinks carved directly into the stone, and these iconic views.
This is so narrow. If you see the other Japanese inspired, that had a lot of problems too, but at least it had a lot more volume. You can tell, like, all the volumes, almost all rooms outside of the formal family room they had is very narrow. And that's exactly why they assigned 6 bedrooms. They just crammed everything in.
And when I say everything has been custom designed, I mean everything. Every closet, everything is perfect, so that the new owner...
This closet is not perfect. They didn't even go all out on the closet. And of course the closet has to be custom. You're asking $169 million. Come on. Like, you're setting the bar low? Come on, man.
Now, due to the unique design of 432 Park, this is a column-free tower. Every other tower on Billionaires Row, you have these huge columns either in the windows or in your living room that can be really distracting. At 432, the weight of the building is held in the core. And so you have these incredible hallways that are perfect for art, and you get all your bedrooms with picture perfect views, unencumbered by structural columns. Primary residence, as you just saw, we've got our powder room here, bedroom 3, 4.
Yeah, there's also this hostel in Marrakesh called Hostel Ali, has exactly the same layout. It just maximizes beds and bedroom counts. Your target buyer in Manhattan who could afford $169 million is most likely in his 60s. Minimum. It's really hard to get that rich in your 50s, but when you get to your 60s and 70s, you see more numbers. So how likely is it a 67-year-old buyer would need 6 bedrooms? They're most likely downsizing from a townhouse to have, all the luxuries that they want in one floor. And you just didn't give that to them. And this is exactly why I do consulting, is because when you're even designing a property for yourself, if you don't consider resale value, you're going to be sorry when you decide to sell it. And I know everyone says this is my forever home, but every one of my clients who've said that, 4 or 5 years later, I've got a call. It's like, oh, we got a job, or we don't like this neighborhood anymore. We want to move over here. You always have to consider resale value.
This might be my favorite bedroom in the whole residence.
So tight. You can see the cameraman came back and just the walls started closing in. It's really tight. It's a really, really tight bedroom.
I wake up and I look out this way. I look down Billionaires Row. I have the entirety of the Hudson River. This is the sunset view.
No, this is the Fendi room. This is, I can tell from the blanket. Don't call it a sunset. That's only brand names, buddy. Okay? Call it anything but sunset.
Wait till you see the ensuite bathroom for this bedroom. See what I mean? Wow.
Another really, really tight bathroom.
You think I should get in the tub?
I think you've made that decision already, Ryan.
This is a Sirhan signature listing, and this is my signature photo. Okay, oh, Tom Ford jacket.
Okay, this is really interesting to me because there's different type of real estate agents, okay? And Ryan is super, super successful. And one of his main elements, if you're a real estate agent watching this, is that he just doesn't sell the house, he's constantly selling himself. And very, very successful. It works. He does really, really well. But there's also a different type of real estate agents out there too that are super, super quiet. They do not do press. They do not do any media work. And they even, I would argue, some of them are more successful than Ryan because they really focus on selling their property and discretion. If you notice, I personally try to kind of balance that. I never talk about my clients, even though I've had plenty of high profile clients, but I just never talk about them. So if you're a real estate agent, there's a way you can kind of take the Ryan's route. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. He's super successful. It depends what you really makes you happy. You can go both ways. But just know that there's also that alternative that your agent is completely in the shadows.
Yep. Worth it. The final room in this penthouse is a 7th bedroom.
7th bedroom. Like 6 was not enough. This actually should be a guest bedroom right next to the formal living space, separated from the family areas. And if there's like connectivity, you might want to somehow put a wall or a pocket wall where you can connect it and lock it, where your guests can't come in your, personal quarters, right? But this would have been a decent guest bedroom if you actually had a family room. But now, because you don't have a, kind of a cozy family space, I promise you, if you buy this place, the energy, it just gets sucked out from that formal living space where, pack of, family of 6 kids will all be crammed in this room because this will feel more cozy.
Just off the main living room with a beautiful fireplace, gorgeous mantle, and some incredible furniture. I mean, this is a Bentley couch.
Did anyone ask for a Bentley couch?
This is awesome.
Okay, one of the things I like about the design, I think that out of all the, brand whore design, I really like the Hermès curtains. I thought that really framed the view really nice. You can have a pillow. You could, decor it. You just don't go all in with one brand per room.
A true modern marvel. A one of one. Nothing else like this in the world. We are 96 floors above Manhattan.
Okay, do you see what I'm saying from a seating position? About 70% of your view is sky. 30% is buildings and a little bit of Central Park. And that's not ideal. The other unit, the Japanese-inspired unit, I think was at a better level than this one. And that still had problems. If you want to watch that one, check it out over here. Thanks for watching. The consulting link is in the description. And I will see you guys in the comments. Take care.